Hello, drama lovers. Welcome back to K-pop World. That night felt just like any other. No grand announcement. No spotlight. Just an evening sky, the silhouette of two people, and a single sentence that suddenly changed everything. We've chosen to walk this path together. That sentence appeared simultaneously from two very familiar official accounts. Chen Zhiyuan and Zhao Luzi. No press conference. No exclusive interview. Just a calm post that shook the hearts of thousands, no, millions, of fans. No one was truly ready. Not the fandom, not the media, and certainly not those who secretly hoped that love like this only existed in dramas, not in real life. But reality had other plans. That day, fiction and reality quietly began to intertwine, and the world paused just long enough to ask, did Chen Zhiyuan and Zhao Luzi really just get married in secret? Or was this a metaphor for a bond they still haven't put into words? In this video, we're going to carefully trace the pieces, one by one, that may have led to this silent explosion. From hints in the past, subtle signs we once overlooked, to the overwhelming public reaction. And as always, we won't push for answers. We'll simply listen to the story, trace the soft whispers left behind, and let our hearts interpret the rest. If there's any couple who master the art of keeping secrets, perhaps it's them. Chen Zhiyuan and Zhao Luzi first crossed paths in a romantic drama that, at first, didn't gain much traction. But little did we know, that project would become the beginning of something deeper. Fans quickly noticed something different. Their chemistry felt natural, unforced. The way Luzi laughed at Zhiyuan's casual jokes. The way Zhiyuan looked at Luzi as if time itself had paused. But back then, we all chose silence. We convinced ourselves it was just acting, just marketing, just promotion. But if we looked closer, they left behind more than enough signs. They rarely appeared together outside filming schedules. Yet strangely, they also avoided being seen with other co-stars. Luzi declined variety show invitations she would usually accept. Meanwhile, Zhiyuan, known for being open and talkative, started withdrawing from conversations about his ideal type. Was this a form of protection? Or an unspoken confession? No one knew for sure, but it was from here that everything began. That date seemed ordinary. No festivals, no film premieres, no rumors circling. But at exactly 8 p.m. Beijing time, two posts appeared simultaneously. One from Chen Zhiyuan's account, the other from Zhao Luzi's. Both included an almost identical image, the silhouette of two people standing behind a large window, one hand holding the other, and the caption that made everyone freeze mid-scroll. In silence we met, and in silence we choose to stay together. The reactions were instant. Some cried in joy, some were confused, some simply refused to believe it. Even major media outlets like Sina and Sohu were caught off guard. They reached out to the stars' respective agencies, only to receive neutral statements. We respect the private lives of our artists and will not comment further. But agencies weren't the only source. Whispers began circulating inside the industry. Some insiders claimed this post wasn't just symbolic, that the two had indeed held a private wedding ceremony, attended only by close friends and family. Others believed it was simply a formal declaration of their relationship, but still, a powerful one. And the public? Divided, but united in one thing. A shared, undeniable sense of shock. Once the post went viral, fans began digging through every detail from the past. One fan recalled a vlog where Luzi described her idea of love. A man who makes me feel calm without saying a word. Another uncovered a behind-the-scenes clip where Zhiyuan quietly held an umbrella over Luzi, even though it hadn't started raining. Then came a discovery. The silhouetted photo from their post was taken in a house in Chengdu, where Luzi grew up. Was it her family home? Or their new home? Questions piled up like puzzle pieces. Fandoms turned into detectives, connecting timelines, analyzing clothing colors, reviewing public appearances, decoding gestures. The more they uncovered, the more it seemed this relationship had been going on quietly for quite some time. Yet the couple remained silent, perhaps waiting for the right moment, perhaps waiting for their hearts to be strong enough to face the consequences of revelation. Because they knew, A love like this wouldn't be easy for everyone to accept. The media didn't stay quiet for long. Headlines began to flood the internet. Chen Zhiyuan and Zhao Luzi's secret romance revealed. From drama partners to real-life lovers, here's what we know. Is this a marriage announcement? Netizens responded with a mix of emotions. Some were deeply moved. I always hoped this was real. Turns out, it is. They deserve happiness. Love doesn't need to shout. Sometimes, it's most beautiful in silence. Others were skeptical. We didn't even know they were close. Why hide this whole time? Is this just a publicity stunt? But the most liked comment on Weibo that day was, if this love is silence, then let's learn to listen to quiet things. A line that felt like poetry, yet spoke a profound truth. In a world obsessed with noise, maybe the most genuine things are those whispered, not shouted. Days passed, then weeks, yet no new updates emerged. No interviews, no clarifications, no press events, just silence. And that one post, still up, still untouched. Fans tried reaching out to insiders, ex-managers, past co-stars, but they too remained silent, as if there was an unspoken agreement being honored by everyone involved. But ironically, that silence said more than words ever could. They weren't trying to convince anyone. They didn't feel the need to explain. They weren't desperate to answer questions, because maybe for them, this wasn't about proving anything. It was just about finding that one person who brings you peace even when the world is loud. To this day, we don't know for sure what that post meant. Was it a secret wedding or a deeper commitment? What we do know is this. They're no longer hiding where their hearts lie. And maybe that's enough. Chen Zhiyuan and Zhao Luzi have shown us that love doesn't always need a microphone. It doesn't need a spotlight. It doesn't even need a name. Sometimes, all it needs is one photo, one sentence, one choice to stay. And for us, those who followed them from real to real, maybe it's not time to demand answers. Maybe it's time to simply accept that the quietest loves are often the most powerful. Two people, no noise, just a shared silence and a promise. What do you think? Was this their way of announcing a wedding? Or love that doesn't need to be defined? Do you support their decision to stay silent? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to subscribe for more updates on the most emotional, unexpected, and beautifully mysterious stories from the drama world. We'll be watching closely for the next sign in silence. Because sometimes, from silence, the most beautiful stories begin. See you in the next video, drama lovers. Only on K-Pop World.